Have you ever wondered why earthquakes never seem to stop shaking the Philippines? Almost every year, we hear reports of buildings swaying, people evacuating, and cities trembling once again. But behind all these recurring disasters lies a scientific truth far deeper than bad luck. The Philippines doesn't just experience earthquakes, it lives with them. More than 100 tremors strike the country every year, and around 20 are strong enough to cause damage. This constant shaking raises one crucial question. Why here? Why does the Philippines face so many earthquakes compared to most parts of the world? To understand this, we must look beneath the surface, literally. The secret lies deep below our feet, in the restless movement of the Earth's crust. And once you discover the truth, you'll see that every shake, every tremor is part of an unstoppable natural cycle. The Philippines sits right on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a 25,000-mile horseshoe-shaped zone surrounding the Pacific Ocean. This area is responsible for nearly 90% of all earthquakes worldwide and is home to some of the planet's most active volcanoes. From Japan and Indonesia to Chile and California, this fiery ring connects nations that share the same geological fate. But few places in this ring are as complex as the Philippines. The islands aren't just sitting on the edge of the Ring of Fire, they're trapped within its core. Here, the ground never truly rests. Beneath the archipelago, massive slabs of the Earth's crust, called tectonic plates, constantly grind, collide, and dive beneath each other. This relentless movement creates the perfect recipe for powerful earthquakes and shifting landscapes. Imagine the Earth's surface as a cracked eggshell. Each piece of that shell is a tectonic plate, floating slowly over molten rock below. Now picture 4 of those plates pushing, pulling, and colliding at the same spot. That's the Philippines. This country sits at the meeting point of the Eurasian Plate, the Philippine Sea Plate, the Pacific Plate, and the Sunda Plate. All 4 are in constant motion, squeezing and grinding the islands from every direction. This geologic tug-of-war traps the Philippines in a high-stress zone, where pressure builds deep underground. And when that pressure finally releases, the result is an earthquake. Sometimes small, sometimes catastrophic. Over time, these movements reshape the very landscape of the Philippines. Mountains rise, valleys sink, and coastlines shift inch by inch. While these changes happen slowly, the energy they store can unleash massive quakes without warning. This is why no part of the archipelago is ever truly still. The ground beneath is alive, constantly evolving, and always under tension. Surrounding the Philippine archipelago are 7 major ocean trenches, each a subduction zone where one plate dives beneath another. The Manila Trench, located west of Luzon, poses a major threat to cities like Manila and Bataan. A large rupture here could generate a magnitude 8.0 earthquake and a tsunami reaching the coast in less than 20 minutes. To the east lies the East Luzon Trench, facing the Pacific Ocean, capable of producing similarly destructive quakes and tsunami events. Further south, the Cotabato Trench once unleashed a deadly tsunami in 1976 that claimed over 8,000 lives, and it could happen again. In the Visayas region, the Negros Trench caused the 2012 earthquake that killed dozens and damaged hundreds of homes. From the Sulu Trench near Zamboanga to the Philippine Trench, one of the deepest in the world, every region of the country is within reach of these powerful forces. But the danger doesn't only come from beneath the seas. Running through the heart of the Philippines is the Philippine Fault System. This 200-kilometer network of cracks slices through Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Unlike offshore trenches, these faults shake cities and towns directly. That makes them even more dangerous in densely populated areas. The Marikina Valley Fault is the most infamous of these. It runs through Metro Manila, home to over 13 million people. Experts warn that a magnitude 7.2 earthquake could cause catastrophic damage. Infrastructure, utilities, and housing would be at risk. Meanwhile, the Mindanao Fault System keeps shaking southern cities and rural areas. Inland or offshore, the Philippines is surrounded by moving earth. You might wonder, why can't the earth just stop moving? The truth is, it can't. Tectonic plates move slowly, just a few centimeters each year, but they never stop. Over decades, pressure builds where these plates meet. Then suddenly, in seconds, the pressure releases and the earth shakes violently. That's what we call an earthquake. Afterward, the cycle begins again. The plates continue their slow motion, pressure rebuilds, and the waiting starts. This endless cycle makes the Philippines one of the most earthquake-prone countries. It's not bad luck, it's the cost of living on a planet that's alive beneath its surface. That movement, while dangerous, also formed the stunning mountains, valleys, and islands. Creation and destruction exist side by side in nature's design. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PIVOLCS, is always on the lookout for signs of seismic activity. They've mapped out the trenches, tracked the faults, and studied our seismic history. But here's the reality. No one can predict exactly when or where the next big earthquake will hit. What they can do is pinpoint the areas most at risk and those overdue for movement. Take the Manila Fault, for instance. It hasn't moved in over 200 years. And the Manila Trench? It hasn't ruptured in living memory. Both could be due for a shakeup anytime this century. That uncertainty makes being prepared not just a good idea, but a responsibility. Education and awareness campaigns by PIVOLCS and local governments are crucial. They help us stay calm and act wisely when the ground starts to shake. While we can't stop earthquakes, we can lessen their impact. Start by learning about the fault lines or trenches near you. In Metro Manila, the Manila Fault and Manila Trench are your biggest threats. If you're in Mindanao, keep an eye on the Cotabato Trench and Mindanao Fault. For those in the Visayas, it's the Negros Trench and the Philippine Fault you should watch. Always have an emergency plan in place. No safe spots at home or work. Keep food, water, and first aid supplies ready, and secure heavy furniture that could fall. If you live near the coast, familiarize yourself with evacuation routes in case of a tsunami. After strong shaking, don't wait for an official warning. Head to higher ground immediately. A few seconds of knowledge and preparation can be the difference between survival and tragedy. Most importantly, practice drop, cover, and hold on. These 3 simple actions can significantly increase your chances of survival during intense shaking. The Philippines is more than just beautiful landscapes. It's a living, breathing planet beneath our feet. Every mountain, island, and coastline is shaped by powerful forces that cause earthquakes. Volcanoes rise, islands shift, and new landforms emerge, all thanks to dynamic tectonic movements. In essence, the Philippines is a living geological experiment in constant motion. These forces may pose risks, but they also bring incredible natural wealth. Fertile soils, geothermal energy, and rich mineral resources are all gifts of this dynamic Earth. The same processes that shake the land also breathe life into it. This delicate balance between danger and abundance defines our unique place on Earth. The Philippines is both fragile and powerful, sculpted by the very forces that sustain it. Earthquakes here are a part of life, but understanding them changes everything. When we know what causes them, where they happen, and how to prepare, we take control of our safety. Awareness transforms fear into readiness, and readiness saves lives. Every Filipino, from Batanes to Mindanao, shares this responsibility. Our islands may rest on shifting ground, but our resilience keeps us standing tall. With knowledge as our foundation, even the mightiest tremors can't bring us down. So when the ground shakes, remember, it's not just about how often it quakes, but how unshakable we've become. Understanding earthquakes is about more than geology. It's about survival. The more we learn, prepare, and share, the stronger and safer our communities grow. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay prepared, because awareness today can save lives tomorrow.